Hello. Hello to Saturday Live for those joining me. Just a quick update. So, there will be no Trailblazer leadership conversation today, but I wanted to come and say hello and to provide a quick update. So, my name's Munwara Ali, and I'm a leadership coach consultant and also a CEO of a charity, director of a CIC. I also do international development work. So, this is a message for my network, my community across my YouTube channel and LinkedIn. On Saturdays, I have these Trailblazer leadership conversations with Lorlett Hudson. I'm here. I try to be here every Saturday at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Times vary according to the guests we have and the guests' availability if you haven't attended before. So, why the platform that I have created for leadership conversations is here to provide insight to leadership itself, building communities, and some of the challenges that many of us face. I've been doing leadership since the age of 19, 20, quite often not front facing, or maybe the reason why visibility hasn't been an important part of my leadership journey is because my learning has come from a place of always working within charities, the service industry, where we have been taught to serve the community, our service users. The people matter more than anything else. And so, being visible and holding a title doesn't come hand in hand in our perception of what leadership is. Leadership is in our industry, the charity sector, the voluntary sector, is more about making sure that we come together, we unite as a community, and everybody has a voice. And that usually means the power dynamic has to completely come out of the equation, which I know for many reasons with many of my colleagues in this industry and this sector. There's an uncomfortability with the power dynamic behind somebody being a leader. So the title itself, the position itself, but I know some amazing, incredible people that lead in this sector, and many of them, like myself, um, don't lead for the title. We do it because it is what we are passionate about. We thrive in it. We care about people. We care about our communities. We want to make change. We want to make a difference in the world. So I guess in a lot of ways, our values are very much connected to that, and it's probably what drives us. And so when you see me on LinkedIn or YouTube, a lot of what I'm doing is advocating leadership, because I believe that women are very well placed to be leaders of communities and leaders of institutions and businesses. Yet, a lot of the time, the right resources aren't there to enable women, and then you don't have a lot of visible role modeling. So I'm here every Saturday reminding people, hey, I'm doing leadership, and if you're female and if you happen to look anything like me or come can relate to me or in any way, shape, or form, then you too can do leadership. And probably what many of us need to embrace more than anything is vulnerability, that we need to get out of our own way of over judging, over analyzing, and overthinking about how others may perceive us. I think it's easy for me to say because, but I hope that my action proves it as well. It's not just what I say. I continue to lead, whether somebody has a poor judgment in the way I'm doing it, I lead in the way that I believe I must do. I do lean on my own personality and who I am, um, but I know that my work and my whether it's personal life or professional life, I'm always led by my values. So probably why I've remained in this sector for so long. So quick update about Lorlett. Hopefully she will join us soon, maybe next Saturday. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Um, that her power is back. So, for some of you who aren't aware, Lorlett is in Jamaica at the moment. We have these leadership conversations online, live every Saturday, and Lorlett joins me from Jamaica. And she's been my partner in crime for a number of months now, actually. And we've had some fantastic guests coming and joining us on Saturdays, giving us a lot of insight. I think my platform, I want to use it as a way of reminding people that we are all human. And at the end of the day, as people, doesn't matter what professional title you hold, things affect us as much as they affect anybody else. So, Lorlett herself, being in the leadership space for a very long time, lives between UK and London and Jamaica. She has this fantastic place in Jamaica that she has been organizing retreats to, and she's held two retreats so far. And I understand that she was planning this year's retreat, but what happened was the hurricane that recently affected that part of the world also hit close to her. Fortunately, her house has not been affected, but she has been without power for a while. So it was a bit of a concern, worry when I couldn't get in touch with Lorlett. And I'm sure like she was concerned that she hasn't been able to communicate or connect with anyone for the past few days. I heard about Hurricane Beryl just like I don't watch much TV, but like through news or through my network on LinkedIn. In fact, Marielle and Equa, thank you. And I was able to seek some support from another one of my connections, Nathaniel, who kindly and so touched, Nathaniel, who kindly contacted his family back in Jamaica and friends and network. And I have to say, truly deeply touched by humanity, and humanity is embodied in all of us when we are pushed and in times of crisis. It's very, very interesting and deeply touching how, humanity can exceed everything else. Nathaniel and I may not be in the same networking circles, but he is part of my network, and he was the first person I thought of reaching out to when I was worried about Lorlett. And I have to say, that man just going out of his way, trying to find a way to connect with Lorlett. It means a lot, Nathaniel. And I think I'm sharing this online because there are many of you here now on YouTube and LinkedIn, and you're advertising, you're marketing your services. But who are you and how are you connecting with people? Seriously, like I met Nathaniel maybe 2, 3 years ago at one of the mayor's fund events and through the VRU. And we have over the years kept in touch, but you just don't know when you may have to really reach out to someone that you know in your network who may be the only person who could help you in that time. But if we don't nurture our relationships and we don't like maintain that connection, we don't know when we can support each other. So I'm here for my network. I do my best, and I apologize if sometimes some of you are connecting with me or trying to get in touch with me, and I might be a little bit slow. But I am here because I care, and I think my relationships for me matter more than my title. And especially on LinkedIn, I have to say thank you to many of you who continue to empower to me to be on this stage. I'm not the, most amazing live show host, but I hope that I bring some value by being visible here on Saturdays. And I hope that some of what I share resonates with you. And all I will say is the update that I've provided is about Lorlett, and understand that there are lots and lots of people who've been affected by Hurricane Beryl, and many of them displaced. And I know that my wonderful network on LinkedIn are doing what they can, and even on YouTube, to help the recovery process. And I wish the best of luck to everyone who is helping out. But if there is someone that you know who has been affected and hasn't been in touch, consider tapping into your network, where perhaps somebody would know somewhere who would know somebody else in those affected areas. So I'm going to leave you with that today, and hopefully be back next Saturday, and look forward to being here then. Please do reach out to anybody you know in your network who might be struggling, because we don't know what we don't know. It's easy to assume, but we have no idea of the struggles that people are having every single day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next